Hey guys, it's me, Reality of Kristen Ray, and we are live again on Friday. 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late. I'm sorry. I don't know, 6 minutes, but I see you guys here. I'm so excited. So, I did ask Larja Hers to join me, so she'll be joining me soon. But I do want to talk about OC and Salt Lake. Okay, we're gonna do whose side are you on? Before we even get into all this stuff, like, of course, let me do all this. Like, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Please do that. It's free, obviously. There's a live chat going on. And if you are listening to this on the podcast side, the Who's Studying on podcast side, which will be on Spotify and all your podcast platforms, this is the audio version, but you can come over here and see me do this live, record it live, and like with the live chat, you can also join the conversation, not only in the compliments or in the compliments, in the comments, but as we're talking, as we're going along. But like I said, this is Who Started You On, and I've already talked about the reunion, the first part, and I thought it would be even worse. Like, I actually thought it would be worse. I thought that it would be more of a dragging, but it was freaking boring. Okay, it was freaking boring. I'm talking about OC. So I don't really, I have notes. I mean, I'll say what I can about it, but I do want to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And obviously, I said who's the villain because we're gonna talk about who's the villain. Like, who do we think is the villain? Who do I think is the villain? Like, I know who Andy thinks is the villain, but we'll see. So let me see if you're hanging in here. I know you're excited. I saw you. I was like, oh god. I was like, I'm not that I want to be late, but I was like, guys, I did a thing. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I'm the crazy cat lady. All right. Yeah. There's somebody sitting next to me. We have a new one. We have number 4 now. I have number 4. Shay, did you hear what I just said? I have 4 cats now. I took another one in. All right, Shay. Well, the people that don't know me, they'll maybe have the crazy cat lady stuff. So we won't talk about it. My hair's on my nerves, guys. Sorry. Give me like 2 seconds. Hey, Lauren. I know you guys can still hear me, but not when I say give me 2 seconds. But yeah. So tell me what you guys think about OC. I'm gonna just call it the. I look at it, okay. I look at it and I see a neon pile of poop. If you guys don't want to run, I'm just smoking real quick. They tell me not to smoke on camera, blah blah blah. So it looked like a neon pile of poop. It looked like strippers from Jersey, circa like, I don't know, early 2000s. I'm not talking about the stripper years on that. Melissa Gorga didn't work. She wasn't a stripper back then. But yeah, I mean, it was bad, guys. It was really bad. And okay, so you don't watch. I know you don't watch. I know the rest of you guys do. So I just want, like, real quick with Gina. Like, going into the CPS thing, starting the second part of the reunion. Sure, her screaming. First of all, Shannon did apologize. And Gina just wanted to scream at her for no reason. And she looked like a pucker fish. Gina's face, there's something wrong. And I'm calling it Ozempic face. But there's also, like, her jaw comes out like, when you watch it. I can't watch it because it's on the TV. But I wish I could pull it up. I never get my stuff like the screen share stuff. I'm telling you, her face, it's so sunken in that her jaw is protruding out from, like, her top upper lip. And when she's looking at Shannon and screaming at her, it just looks really bad. And I'm like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her face? And I'm like, oh my God, she's super freaking skinny. Like, and then, like, her outfit, everything was all wrong. And like I said this last week, I feel like Bravo is just very upset with them because they just really sucked. And I'll tell you why. They had storylines that they just didn't. They got shut down. Okay. They had real storylines. But, okay. So, again, with Shannon, first of all, Gina, again, she is right. CPS will come and get your kids. The cops don't care. They don't wait for you to go get a babysitter. Like, if you get arrested, they're not waiting for you to get a babysitter. They have to be in the hands of, like, an actual adult that is, like, legally allowed to take them. So at this point, when you don't live, hey, Aaron, when you don't live in, you're not from that area, you probably don't have anybody, Gina. But again, we saw how Gina said it. I mean, how Shannon said it. It was kind of, she could have she could have clarified it, but she didn't. And we all know that Shannon has a drinking problem, and she forgets what she says. And I'm sorry, but the whole thing, her screaming like that, it just didn't make it. Just was, it just didn't. I don't know. It like she kept screaming on it. It's just like she just doesn't want to like Shannon. And again, when did Shannon stop liking Gina? When did Shannon stop liking Gina? I didn't realize that she didn't like. I didn't realize that she didn't like her. She just keeps saying, "I don't like you." Shannon's like, "I don't like you," and it's like it's a deflection from this whole thing with John. Okay, now what Shannon's trying to tell us basically is that like her and John's relationship has not changed. My whole problem is I really believe that they have never had a relationship. There was not a real relationship, and Shannon knew that, and she didn't want anybody talking about it because, or she said John's this private person because she didn't want to look like an asshole on camera when John watches it back and like, why are you acting like I'm your dude? I'm your like forever dude, and like we're gonna ride off into the set. Like that's really what I think now, because was it Stephen from Vancouver? Stephen from Vancouver made a very good point. If I will get to there. We'll get to that candor thing. Hi, guys. A very good point, Stephen from Vancouver. Why is John Jansen, if he's such a private person, going out with somebody named Shannon Bador, who's on a hit reality TV show? Somebody want to tell me the answer? Because that doesn't make any darn sense. Okay? So my whole thing is he's not private. He just wasn't really in a relationship with her. And friends with benefits. Andy said it. Are you guys basically friends with benefits? Yeah, well, basically, what has changed, Shannon? Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is you absolutely got you hit a house, got a DUI, you broke your arm, got a DWI. No, I'm sorry, not DWI. Did you get a DWI? No, you didn't get a DWI. You hit a house drunk. You got 2 misdemeanors, that's right. And you broke your arm. It was that bad of an accident that you broke your arm, Shannon, and you're 70 years old, and you're out still doing the Trace Amigos show. The thing with John, like, look, are you upset that he broke up with you? Are you crying like a basic, like an, are you crying like, why are you giving him all this, Shannon? It's a shame. But like, again, I'm sorry. She looks like Big Bird. She looks like Big Bird. That whole vibe. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like her. She looked like Big Bird. Yeah, she risked poor Archie's life. She made a huge, huge series of it. Now, I'm not going to say mistakes because, her friend that she's living with, Jeff Lewis, keeps calling it a mistake. She made a mistake. She made a mistake. She made a mistake. A mistake is making a left instead of a right. A mistake. Maybe you had an extra beer at dinner and like you got it pulled over for a broken tail light, right? And then you get in some trouble. Okay, that maybe okay, but yes, no, Shannon, no, you're almost 70. You don't make mistakes like that, okay? And again, it's like harping on Gina. I don't like you, and I don't like you. None of all of this. None of John breaking up with you. None of this is Heather's fault. None of this is Shannon's fault. I'm sorry, Shannon. None of this is Gina's fault. None of this is even Tamra's fault. None of this is anybody's fault except for Shannon Storms Bador. That's all you have to worry about, being Shannon Storms Bador. Again, like Emily made one good point. Shannon, why are you acting like you don't know how this works? You did talk about the relationship. Every time it was like the loser side and the winner side. Every time that they were trying to like prove a point, the cameras backed them up and was like, "No, you guys are liars." Like it was horrible. Tamra, the same thing with Tamra. You start out the season with Eddie basically trying to F her on camera in front of her mom, like talk about all the sex they're gonna have, and then by the end of it, she's like, "Oh, we don't have." She changes it up. It's like, Tamra, you're too old to not know how the game works. Like, did you really think you were gonna get away with all this? Knowing you fudged up because you had why did you not go after Heather and Terry? Actual affair. Again, why, Tamra? You think that Heather should be scared of you? You should be scared of me? Scared of you? You said nothing, you pussy. You said nothing. You did nothing. So how could she be afraid of you? What should she be afraid of? Let me know, Tamra, because you said this was going to be the best season. No, this was the best season. I'm scared. You should be scared of me. You should be scared of me. Why? Because you said shit, you pussy. You said nothing. You said nothing. Like, oh, God. 2 seasons. Heather's been on there. And Tamra was only on this one. But like I said, this was a Hail Mary. I've been saying this since last year. This was a Hail Mary from Bravo at best. She was a Hail Mary at best. And she fudged it up because that's why they look like Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch on the other side. They look like, yeah. Oh, I know he passed away too. I mean, I don't know why Bravo let them dress like that. And the lighting was so horrible. They kept focusing in on Shannon's face. And something's wrong with her top lip. I know it's Botox. I know it's all that. I know. I see it all. But like, oh man, it was not age appropriate. It was just not age appropriate. None of their outfits were. And she's crying and she's letting John see, oh, I feel so stupid. And that's a good question, Stephen from Vancouver. I want to know why I was with this guy for 3 years and I don't know why he was with me. Either can I. I can't do it either. But I couldn't do it. My kid, yeah. The only reason I kind of watched it is because I heard Taylor made a complete wino, pilled out, drunk whore of herself at the finale party, and they said Bravo just let it roll, and it was really bad. And I got addicted. I watched it. I was like, oh, this is dark. This is bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. I was like, this is so fucking bad. I'm like, damn it, this is fucking bad. And then I got it. Then I saw the reunion. I was like, oh my God, what are they wearing? I was like, oh, I got addicted to the reunion. Then I just started screaming at the first reunion. I'm like, yeah. But like, okay, first of all, I'm gonna just this is like, with the pucker face and then Emily Gallen, she can't get over what did she call her, Snuffleupagus? She did look like Snuffleupagus. Okay, like I said, we're going on Sesame Street theme, I guess, right? But she can get over Tamra calling her Shrek. Why is she over Tamra? She's like, I just guess. Emily says, I see. Emily had no packet. She just never shut the fuck up the entire time. And it's like, why are you? Thank you. Why are you screaming? Why are you interjecting yourself? First of all, Emily, because you have nothing. Like you have nothing. Like you're like, I guess I just can't get over it. This is for her to Heather. I guess I can't get over you calling me stuff up. I guess, but you can get over Tamra calling you a Shrek. And like whatever else, like didn't talk to you for 3 freaking years. Like, oh God, the Trace Amigos. Oh, Terry, you're here. Happy Friday. Guess what I did? I did a thing, Terry. I did a 4th one. Her name's Sweetie Miller, by the way. Sweetie Miller. Because she's a little sweetie. She's like the opposite of she's really freaking cute. I'll have to show you later. She won't come over here. She's hanging out over here. Yeah, I did a thing. Yep. So right now I have my house all separated. I have 3 cats upstairs separated from the new one. Yeah, I did it. I know George's gonna come in. But anyway, okay. So I'm scared. Yeah, she called you Shrek. Yeah. Like she didn't go on. Show them your little diamond face. Show them your little diamond nose. Show them your little diamond nose. And she's too busy having a bath. Hey. What are you doing? Hey. Hi. Say hi. Say, my name's Sweetie Miller. Yeah, my name's Sweetie Miller. See? Because I'm just a sweetie, see? All right. I told you this is what we do twice a week, so get used to it, sister. Yeah, she's definitely a sweetheart. My husband's gonna freaking kill me. So, why are people sleeping on here? Oh, because it's horrible. Gander, horrible. And Emily, again, she's litigating the whole thing. You're not a real lawyer, Emily, so stop talking. It's a her, and oh yeah, I rescued her from outside. She is Terry. Oh my god, Terry, I love her so. You don't even know. She's like my second Momo. She's the opposite colors of Momo Cat. Yeah, like Momo is white with a little bit of black, and she's black with white. And yeah, she's the best. I thought she was the neighbor's cat, and then she's like, "No, she's not my cat." I was like, "Well, she's mine now." And I went down there at 3 a.m. last night, and she was still on the porch. I was like, "That's it. Come in. I'm not waiting till Christmas like I did with Mr. Man." Yeah. Okay, guys. I lost my dog a year ago, and that's why this is happening. That's why I have 4 cats. And then last year, I've had one. I had one, and then my dog died, and now I have 3 more. And I don't know if that. I feel like it's probably that, but that's okay because I'm never getting rid of them. They're my life, and that's it. Anyway, my husband's got to deal with it. But yeah, so Shannon looked like Big Bird, and Emily was screaming because she did look like Snuffleupagus, like I said at one point. She's screaming and she's trying to litigate for the entire thing, and it's like, bye, Emily, you're not a real lawyer. Bye, you're not a real lawyer. Remember, you're not a practicing lawyer. It says Tamra. I mean, but nobody's yelling at Tamra. That's another thing. Why is nobody mad? What is everybody afraid of Tamra for? Except for Heather. Everybody's afraid of Tamra except for Heather. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Stephen from Vancouver, yes, you are my hero. Okay. There's no reason. Okay. There's no reason. There's just no reason. The whole thing, yeah, there's no reason for the show to come back. Do you guys think the show should come back? I don't think the show should come back. Vicky coming back to the show did nothing. This show did nothing. Vicky, and then, Shannon would have been okay. I mean, the Vicky thing would have been okay if Shannon didn't go and get a whole thing. Go get arrested, even though she's still doing the Trace Amigos show. No, and does she not think that people are going to scream at her while she's on stage and be like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? Just because you're doing your show doesn't mean that fans are going to be like, "Okay, Shannon, you're cool. Keep drinking." You hurt? Yeah, I think so too. You hurt your dog almost. You broke your arm. You broke your arm. Oh my God, she broke her arm. Imagine. Oh my God, poor Archie. I just thought about that. How bad could that have been? That was bad. If it was bad enough that she broke her arm, poor Archie. Imagine, he probably got thrown around. Oh, yeah, I don't like her at all. Yeah. And then, okay, so then they try to get Tamra in here somehow. I don't know. Like, you're a a piece of shit friend. You are an asshat. You're all losers. And you're saying to these, you and Gina, both, and Gina even has the balls to say, just have faith in us that we would be there for you. They're shouting about John. Have faith in you that we will be there for you. You guys can't decide whether you hate each other, you love each other. She's a piece of shit friend. You're a piece of shit friend. You're all pieces of shit friends. You don't want to talk about relationship. But then the next sentence it's like, I don't like you. And the next sentence, you're like, just have faith that we would see you through it. Just talk to us about it. Yeah, okay, bitches. Okay. Again, we don't. Poor random. Yeah. I can't. I mean, again, the beach scene would have been cute if you had maybe, I don't know, the cast of the Hills there. Like, even Vanderpump, like, could pull that off. But this was not, it was just not cute. And I guess Angie didn't realize how bad the lighting was going to be. I don't know. It just showed everything. Everything showed everything. Everything showed everything. And that was it. And I feel like it's over. And I feel like, yeah, it's completely over. I think it is. I mean, I just feel like Tamra coming back was a Hail Mary at best. Okay. She did nothing. She just did a bunch of stuff. Like, she did a bunch of screaming and yelling. She went after the weakest one there. She goes after the weakest one. What does that tell you about Tamra? She's a PUSI. And then Emily going, Judy, in the middle of everything, Judy. And everybody's like, what? She's like, I say Judy when I'm annoyed. Like, Emily, who do you think you are? You're not fucking cool, Emily. You're not cool. Like, you're not cool. You don't get to say Judy. You just got here. And you're gone already. Like, you just got here, but you're kind of going anyway. Like, Judy, she was interrupting every time Heather would talk. Yeah, she just made herself look stupid. They were like hot. It was hot there. Yeah, and yeah, she's like, Judy. I'm like, Judy. I say Judy when I'm annoyed. I'm like, okay, Emily, you're a loser. You're not a real lawyer. Okay, you're just not a real lawyer, Emily. Not a real lawyer. So stop. Again, I didn't even know that. I mean, she's a real lawyer. She's a real lawyer, but she's just not a practicing lawyer. And that's what I was like confused about. Because she's like, I met Shane when I worked at his law practice. And then he asked me to marry him. But I guess they didn't live here then, right? I guess not. So they had lawyers. So I guess like when she came here, she just didn't get her. I don't know what happened. I just thought she was a real lawyer. You're not a real lawyer, Emily. I'm just gonna keep telling you, you're not a real lawyer. You're just not a real lawyer. But all right, I guess we're gonna move on. Is that too dark? I was too shiny. Okay. I'm gonna move on to OC. Oh, not OC. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Move on to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Who do we think the villain is? Okay. So okay. First, I want to start with this. Okay, I keep saying this every week. We're done with OC, right? We all agree we're done with OC. I don't even want to talk about rating it and nothing. The outfits were so horrible. It looked like Sesame Street. They looked horrible. I couldn't figure out what Shannon looked like. And I was like, first, it was like strippers from Jersey way back in the early 90s, 2000s, right? Because that's just like that neon shit. I don't know, guys. But all right. Yeah, I must move on to Salt Lake City. I'll drop the call link if anybody wants to call. I told Larja, I sent her. I said, I told her I would only give it to her, but don't tell her. But just in case she's coming in now. I'll give her a minute. I'll give her a minute. But all right. So we started out. We're back to Salt Lake City. Okay. Let me just say, hey, tell me that you guys aren't telling me. Tell me you guys are not telling. Tell me that I'm not crazy, that there's nothing but scenes from Beverly Hills. Because Meredith, apparently, she almost went down a cliff a couple times. She almost flipped her SUV off a cliff in a snowstorm. Okay? Okay, Meredith. And it was like, she is so lying. Like, she was faking it. That's why it's so funny. She's like, yeah, it was bad. But yeah, she's like, I was really scared. I'm like, this is not happening. Did they hear us? How did they can't go back in time and hear us? But they did. It's everything. It was a snowstorm. It was a Pasadena snowstorm mixed with Cliffgate. Okay. I know that there's snow in Salt Lake. Okay. Hey, Corey. I know that there's snow in Salt Lake. So we can't really say she's lying, but I'd like to see receipts. Was she in an Uber? It was an Uber, right? Or no? I don't know. I mean, look, I don't know. Forget it. We're never going to listen. I'm only saying that because I got Verica. Okay. But anyway, back to who I think. I'm not going to say who. Oh, hello. Curves, is it working? Let me know if that's working. If you want to call. Because I want to know who you think the real villain is. Okay. But I'm talking about this whole Angie thing. Okay. First, we agreed that they're just trying to recreate Salt Lake. I mean, on Beverly Hills. I am, and like Angie says, this whole thing with husbands, it's always about the husbands. It's always about whether they're gay or not, doesn't really matter. It's always about them having an affair or whatever. In Beverly Hills, it's, I mean, in Beverly Hills, yeah, Erica, obviously, all that nobody cared if they were having affairs, right? But Angie's been married, like, she seems to think that the person that said it on camera is the person who is the villain, right? So I personally don't think that so we have Whitney, we have Meredith, or we have who else? We have Meredith, Whitney, Lisa, and Monica, right? Monica, don't forget about Monica. Now, who do we think? Okay, the person that said it on camera was Monica, right? But don't we think that do you think Monica knows by now that saying things on camera, yeah, I'm on StreamYard. Yeah, it's on Facebook, YouTube, and it should be still on Twitter, yeah. Did I say I was going to drop the call link? Or yeah, I was going to wait for Laura to come up too, though. But yeah, so the thing, okay, first of all, at this point, I am so tired. Almost every franchise, there's been a rumor. Anybody can say there's a rumor about your husband. I heard that their wife or your husband, actually not wife, your husband's cheating on you. You heard about her husband, blah, blah, blah. Whether you guys hear about somebody's husband cheating or not, honestly, at this point, prove it. It is probably just something I think that they can all just say now. They just can just say that because they don't have to say who said it. And, even if this rumor was going around, everybody's acting like this rumor hasn't been going on around for a long time. Yes, Did they said that, like, he's like, of course I'm going to be called gay because I'm a hairdresser. That's not it. But the fact, maybe the cheating thing is new. Maybe not though. But I kind of feel like, again, this is another thing. Like all the franchises do it with the husbands, so not the husbands, right? I really think that they all kind of set it up. I think that Whitney, Meredith, Monica, and he is gay. I mean, whether he is or not, right? That's basically on them, like that's on Angie. Do I think it's weird that, like I said, they have a whole adult in their bed in between? He's hot as hell, all hell. And like, I just want to watch. I don't care who he has sex with. I just want to watch. Okay. I didn't say that. But anyway, then you have a whole dog, and that thing is just disgusting. I'm sorry. I have 4 cats that will sleep in my bed. Even I actually set my dogs to sleep, but that dog, I don't like big poodles. And I definitely want a big poodle in my bed. Ew, 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 ew. Okay. Anyway, that's weird to me too. I don't really think that happens. But I did see her saying goodnight to her daughter. She is like a whole human, but she is kind of like a baby still. Not a baby, but like, I understand that she wants her daughter in the bed with them, and they probably have a great time having, like, they have a great marriage as far as a partnership, right? Do they? I mean, who cares? I don't know. Do I think that he's having relationships with other men? I don't really care. Do I think that this is just a rumor that was already out there and it wasn't really going to do much more damage? And do I think they all set it all up? Yeah, I really do. I think they're all the villains, actually. But like, what else are we going to do? What else are we talking about? That Curves is going to tell me how she feels. But before we do this real quick, I still love Monica to death. I feel like there's so much to talk about with her. There's so much that we can get into. So let's not waste time on rumors that, like, literally anybody can say. And I'm going to go get a drink and pull Large up real quick. And then I'm running to get a drink and let Large tell you what she thinks real quick, because I'm dying. But hold on. Hi.
Hey, beautiful. How's it going today? Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
I wanted to, did I miss everything you said for the OC? I'm sorry. I wanted to hear. What was it? Was it horrible? Was it great? Is Tamra the secret sauce? Did she save the show?
No, she ruined the show. She fumbled the ball. She had real stuff to talk about. Like, she's such a PUSSY. She could have went after Heather Dubrow about the Terry stuff, but instead she went after Jen the whole time, which was horrible and stupid, and nobody really cared. And it was like, get over here. Like, what are you doing? You ruined it. And I think that Bravo thought it was such a joke that they made them wear these Sesame Street outfits, put them on stage. It looked like a neon pile of puke. And, had Taylor.
It looked like 1984 threw up.
Yes. They it was bad. And I'm like, nothing to even talk about, really, except for me being mean about it.
Well, what about, there is a clip that we could talk about. What about Tamra cussing out Andy?
She cussed Andy out? No.
She told him to, oh my God, she told him to F off and to be quiet when he brought up thought I sent you the clip. That's the only thing I saw.
I haven't opened it. I haven't. So wait, really? So wait, I saw.
Yes, she's crazy. She's crazy, and everybody's like, "Oh, see, that's what Nene's talking about." Here, I thought I sent it to you. Where is it? I'm looking in our. Yeah, here it is. They're like, they want her banned permanently.
Good.
Because she cussed out Andy.
Wow.
Yes, she's crazy.
Well, you know why? Because she's a fucking liar. Like, everything.
Yeah, he caught her in a lie. And he was telling her, he was like, here it is. Here, okay, I'm going to play the audio.
You play it, I think, great.
You had to me. I was joking. By the way, you had said terrible things about everyone that was still on the show when you weren't. Talking about that. So, okay, but I mean, it's a double standard. Okay, no. Why are you trying to throw a wrench in it? Well, because I'm just pointing out that you were calling them losers. Too. Because she said it, it's like, okay. No. Okay, then be quiet. Get on a table, and I said,
yes, she told him, and before that, she said F off. Because he was calling her on the carpet about her lies.
Yeah. And she also called him about sending DICK pics too. She's like,
Oh,
you do it, you do it, you do it.
no way.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
don't know. That's not a good look.
yeah. He's like,
That's
excuse me. She's like, you do, you do.
We were talking about Tamra on some other show the other day because she's that person that comes on the show, like you just said, and has something she could have been talking about, but instead she's just the antagonist, the aggressor, this bone collector, causing all kind of like mean girl kind of just makes the energy toxic. And there's Giselle is that on the Real Housewives of Potomac. There's Tamra over here doing that. Over in Miami, there's one that's just like, instead of talking about her stuff,
Yeah.
she's always just an antagonist. And they said, oh, that's what Carlos King calls the force multiplier. Just call him fired to get off the show. I just want to see a housewife have fun. In real life, do you hang out with anybody like Tamra?
No, and they don't even like each other. None of them are friends. Like, no, no, not her. No. I just, she's not a good person.
She believes in making TV. She's not reality. She's reality TV.
She's problem. She's not drama. She's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's not really. Like, she's really not drama. She's kind of dangerous. And she hangs out with Freddie Hellenkamp. I mean, like,
yeah.
Keep your day job, girlfriend. Really, because
I can't believe Teddy has a freaking following so big over there. Every time I try to listen to Two T's in a Pod, I just am like,
no,
bored by her voice. Her voice is even boring.
She's like, oh, I can back that up. I'll back that up. Who was there? No, shut up. No, you weren't. Nobody cares.
That is hilarious.
Nobody was.
But Monica, oh my gosh, Monica, how is our girl Meredith in so much trouble? She didn't literally say the thing. Monica's the only one that said it. Now everybody in the Salt Lake City is pretending like Meredith said it, even though Monica said it. And I'm just confused. I'm like, nobody heard the actual person that just said what you guys are upset about?
Right.
I was confused, Krista.
Are you confused about the snowstorm? She almost slipped her car down a snowstorm.
Yes.
Like, hello, Beverly Hills. That's what it is. Okay. It's not even about, I believe that rumor's probably been out there, right? And I just feel like they all actually, I feel like Angie's in on this thing with them all. Literally, like, let's just say something's already out there, something that's not going to make a big deal. Let's try to make a show. And like, let's talk about Angie. Now we'll talk about your husband. Okay. And then you bring it up this thing and you say it on camera. You make something happen. I really feel like they all got together and decided to do this. Because, like, why do they really think that this rumor, this thing is going to fly and just make something happen when this has been on every housewife show?
Yeah, like this is
husbands cheated and they're gay or they're not or something, whatever, right?
Exactly.
So, like, do they really think we're going to be like, no, I want to know about Monica. Let me go get a drink real quick. Can you handle it for 2 seconds?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Monica, I feel like Monica just said it the way that she said it. So you guys may or may not know. Okay, we're talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. They just had their 6th episode, 5th season. The show picks up with Meredith being chased by Angie K again. Now, so far, every episode Angie K has been on, she spends at least 5 minutes chasing down Meredith. She's such a pick-me to me. Like, I'm just like, who chases a whole grown woman to get their attention and argue at their back? Like, go sit down. Text the woman like Katie from Vanderpump Rules or something. But you literally, physically chasing this woman around to engage in discord is not the best look for a nude. Okay, it shows me that she likes drama and she chases it down, because she should have just left Meredith alone. She didn't have to chase Meredith down, because Whitney and Monica sat Angie K down and said Meredith said she knows something about the family, but never stated what it was. Then Monica says it's that your husband sleeps with other men and all the lovers are coming forward talking about the party they have in his pants. Now, the most shocking thing about this scene to me, Krista, Angie K does not look surprised. Therefore, I think that you're right when what you just said before you got your water.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all in on it.
Why not?
She did not look surprised.
No, and she doesn't really look that upset.
She doesn't. And her husband never said it was a lie. Her husband never said, oh my God, that's not true, but I do support the community. He never said it was a lie. So I'm like,
yeah,
perhaps.
Yeah.
You're right. It was all made up at Meredith's expense, perhaps.
I think at his expense, maybe he was not in on. That's what we're going to talk about. That's the thing we're going to talk about on the show is what's going on in your life. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe he was upset crying because he realized that his wife now just threw him under the, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, because he got upset. Because you're right, he didn't deny it and all, but I think he was looking at her like.
And then you want to squash the rumors that your husband is gay, then stop putting your 11-year-old daughter and dogs in the bed with you on national TV.
I mean, that dog.
That could help.
That could help, but I mean, do they really? I mean, they probably really don't. I really do think it's probably a known thing, and I feel like they're trying to play in our faces.
Yeah. That would be.
We want to know about Monica.
We want to know about. I can't wait to get to more Monica.
We're probably not going to get a chance now because now we're going to worry about who started the rumor, who said it on camera. Was it Whitney? Who was it? Whitney's fault? Is it Monica's fault? Is it Angie's sunglasses fault? Like, whose fault is it? Like, who's the villain? Is it? I think it's Angie's sunglasses actually.
Angie's all her crazy sunglasses are the villain for sure.
Because
that's the real villain.
She really put them on, and she's like, "Oh, I can just play in their faces now." Like your husband, I feel like she put her husband out. I mean, whether it's going around town or not, but like now you're on national television, and like you said, it's on every housewife show. So it's like, are we really surprised? Oh, somebody's husband might be gay, may or may not be with somebody else. Like, come on.
Yeah, this is definitely a regurgitated storyline that I don't think is a big deal, but her not really being like, oh no, that bitch didn't. And him not being like, why are these ladies saying this? That's not true. No denial. No, it's not true. Then when he cried, what I noticed about Angie K's husband, the first episode he was on, even said, I was like, oh, he came TV ready. He asked about the ladies. He sits down in front of the camera and engages about what could be happening. I'm like, oh, he's TV ready. Here we are again. He's TV ready. He gets accused of this. And instead of getting mad like most men may, a lot of men might be like, get upset that people say that about him. He didn't get upset. He cried. He cried. Yes, he cried.
He realized that his wife is throwing him under the bus and made up a story.
Yes.
Honestly.
Milo, not right now. Not right now.
Yeah.
He has his bottle. Sorry, let me make this.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. But like, I don't like. I know Whitney. Whitney is just. Hey.
Oh my gosh, that's Meredith. That's Lisa Barlow's face. That was so scary. Is
that what that is?
Yes.
I was like, do I really want to pull this person?
That's the complexion of Cheetos. Her eating all those Cheetos and drinking all those Slurpees.
Right. Hi, Krista. Hi, Larger. It's been a very long
Candor.
But this is the October look for Halloween. Yeah. Everyone's out looking like Lisa Barlow.
You freaked me out.
Like this.
It's disturbing. It's disturbing.
SLC is the gift that keeps on giving every week with Lisa Barlow acting like an absolute nut job. So transparent, so fake, so degrading, so crap in fashion and things just because she's wearing a label that looks good, it doesn't. Mm-hmm. And this week was about Angie's husband, not about Lisa Barlow of last season. Like, Lisa, put yourself on a shelf, read the room, and realize not everything's about you, you narcissistic vapid bitch. You know what I mean?
She is.
I know you went like
But I tell you what, everyone's going on about Monica saying about Meredith and stuff like that, what Meredith said. Meredith didn't get into any details at all, technically. And guess who's the one what was pushing Monica? I've got to tell her. Whitney again, the
Whitney's
born carrier.
When he's like, what?
Yes.
What's the rumor? And Whitney was going, I don't know the rumor. I don't know the rumor. What's the
Right. She refused to say it.
Because
She was giving that all up. Yep.
Heather sat on the sofa and says, even I knew that. How do you not know that? And Heather's like looking at it and she goes, but I didn't. I go, oh, like, Whitney, shut up. Like, especially, she hangs around with Trixie Mattel, telling me she hasn't heard gay rumors. Come on.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. You're right.
Right.
And
That
just
is
like,
true.
what, like, Whitney, is it selective minds and opinions when it suits? Because we know fine well her and Lisa's friendship is fake as F. It is so. The thing is, I'm not a fan of Angie K. I never have been, but I can see her as being a good housewife because she is bringing it. Even though I don't personally like it, she is making it entertaining. She's making Meredith have to do something.
But I kind of feel like. Go ahead, Krista. No. It's your show.
They all kind of got together and just said, let's just think of like the most basic thing that we could say that, you know, not only are we recreating Beverly Hills history, you know, with the snowstorms and all this stuff, but like, you know, it's like now we're going to do another just classic. Oh, your husband cheated on you and he might be gay or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, really, please don't waste our goddamn times again. Because we're never going to find out who really said it. And it's been going around for a long time. You're wasting our time because we've been through this rodeo like 13 years in a row now with like
right on every franchise.
I'm going to give you my opinion from an actual gay man. When you know a guy's gay, he's gay. My gay dad went straight up. He's like, I don't care if he cuts hair because I've worked with straight male hairdressers.
Yeah, you're both
right.
He is gay. As soon as I seen that bed, the size of it, and saying the daughter sleeps with them every night, my head just turned, and I'm just like, gay.
Yeah.
And then the ball dropped.
Oh, where's your allegedly, Kristen?
Allegedly, not that we need to say that, really. The thing is, when Angie sat him down and told him what was going on, he started crying. Now, straight guy sits there and cries. A straight guy would be like, what the F is she talking about? Like, get over it. Do
you think a straight guy would deny it?
A straight guy would be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he just started crying.
But he's also probably heard it. So he said, I'm a hairdresser. I've been hearing it my whole life. But
the thing is, he's totally gay. He's gay. He's gayer than gay.
And for him to be crying that his daughter's going to find out, I think it's that his daughter's going to find out and question him. Why would she not think he's still a hero even if he was gay?
Exactly. I'm just like,
interesting.
But then again, Largy, you've got to think about this. Where are they living?
Right.
And they're not progressive when it comes to gay people. And you know they're not progressive when it comes to different ethnic groups either. They're very ignorant. So they're not going to have none of that crap. So it will be getting to the daughter. The daughter probably have already heard it off kids. You know what kids like. The kids get to hear everything what the parents say, and the kids go to the playground and tell the kids what they think. It's as simple as that.
I mean, I don't think their daughter, I don't even really think that it would be a secret to her, really, honestly. I feel like it's their life and they have such a good business relationship. And like, maybe they thought in the beginning they could, I don't know. I don't know why they got married, but like, I don't know. Why do that? I just feel like at your age, just be happy. If that's what you are, like, I just don't see.
I feel like
Evans, why are you cheating, marrying people and cheating on them?
I feel like the storyline's like 10 years old. This is like a decade-old story. Like, we've been here, we've done the closet cases. Come on, let's be more progressive. Let's get right into the dirt. Let's get Lisa Barlow for what she's worth.
He wants Lisa Barlow. No, I'm telling you, I'm with you.
I cannot stand that woman.
I like her. I can't.
She is so fake.
Worse.
She is horrible. She really is. And her fashion sense is disgusting.
Like, why do you think, like, honestly?
What was the girl in Willy Wonka who's like, I want it now, daddy? That's who Lisa reminds me of. The one who got washed down the thing and
I've never
yes.
seen Wonka, guys. I've never seen Willy Wonka.
She is Veruca Salt.
Yes.
She just like she just doesn't get any better. Like it killed me. It totally killed me when she just wouldn't do the whole thing with the makeup. To literally break the fourth wall because you think you're that cool enough that you don't. Production. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. Like.
I like my face. I like my face.
You don't.
She's so crazy.
Now we know why she doesn't want to put drag makeup on for, because when it gets removed, she looks like the map of America. You've seen every single line in her face. She looks
oh my gosh, she looks horrible.
She looks like the map of America. You could find your way in Texas all the way up to New York on her face. I swear to God.
Rafa was like honing in on it too.
That folks in America, this is why you should not eat takeaways and drink alcohol.
Right?
She is the advertisement for it when the makeup's off. That is what you end up looking like.
That's Cheetos.
Like, who the hell has their glam on retainer for the supermarket? Like, really? Like,
conceited, vain people.
Who, like, yeah. The stupid ring that I don't really think ever either didn't exist or wasn't there, or I guess Monica didn't really steal it. I don't know.
I mean, when do you know that ring anyway? It's insured.
It was another like $25,000 sunglasses.
That ring out anyway for that worth of money, just for some little 3-day getaway in a hotel.
Yeah.
You could put it into perspective. I've got like 4 kids I'm raising. I'm a single parent, and you're banging on about a 60 grand ring, what you were stupid enough to lose on a trip.
I mean, really, and you felt it falling off, so you didn't grab it, or I'm sorry, you felt it falling off. So why did you not then grab it? I'd be like, oh my God, my $60,000 ring. Like,
I know the show's supposed to be looking at women who's like the upper echelon and stuff like that to a degree, but they've also got to be relatable. Lisa Barlow is just not relatable at all.
Or believable.
Not at all.
She is. And the show, see, this is why Heather on the first season was so popular, because she was relatable. Monica's relatable. This is what people have the connection with. And I know other bloggers and people on other shows are always banging on about them. Oh, they've got to be rich. They've got to be this. They've got to be that. No, what they've got to do is have a good storyline, have a good personality. They build themselves up as well as they go on. Because if you look back at Atlanta, Nene wasn't rich.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't, but she was relatable.
Neither was Kim. If it wasn't for her and Kim doing what they were doing, the show wouldn't have even lasted.
That's true. That's true.
They forget all this. And what it is with Lisa Barlow, I just can't look at her. I really can't when she's on screen. I think she's disgusting. She really is.
I liked when her son said, "I'm just not like you guys." I'm like,
oh my gosh, that was deep. Huh?
I freaking love it.
Why?
And then the way he kind of looks at his mom from the side of his eye, like he can't wait to get away from her.
Yes.
Please people notice stay out with me day. Like
I tell you what it is. Why is Meredith's son now trying to talk with a lisp?
I would never like again. We know they're all not
when they come out the closet, they suddenly now start talking with a lisp.
Oh God, she's and somebody they actually now I think even they make they even made a meme of her, or not a meme, or something of the way a commercial of her speaking like French or something, and I was like, oh my God, now they're making memes of the way she talks.
They were trying to say that Meredith was trying to sound British, and it's like I have never heard anyone British sound like that, and I'm British.
Yeah, it was not. It was weird. It was
hilarious.
It was.
You felt bad for Angie. Erin said she felt bad for Angie. I thought the husband I have had people say he was homosexual, not the cheating before. Oh, so the husband heard that he was gay before, but not cheating. But if Angie's not a man, then isn't he cheating with a man?
Erin, how can you feel sorry for Angie when it's all about the ball.
Yeah. Angie is doing this. She was not shocked. I believe she did this to try to get some sympathy from people that her husband and family are being attacked or something, but they weren't shocked. You're right. I'm feeling Krista's right. They made this up.
They made it up. They're trying to
know exactly what the crack is and what the deal is. It's just another story point to get Angie in more. She's on Lisa's backside.
But Angie's story is that her shoes got thrown off of the thing by Jen Shah. Angie's story is that Jen Shah's husband actually thought that her husband was going to pay for their damn party. And then we have Monica, who I love it going up Jen Shah's ass because you hate Lisa like I hate Jen Shah. The fact that the person who almost snitched on her or got in on the snitching is now on the show. It's like I love it so much.
Yeah,
like we have good shit. Like I want to see what her ex-husband looks like. I want to see what the boyfriend looked like. I want to see what the sister looked like that was cheating.
Yes. I need all of their freaking profile pics.
But the fact that both of their kids got cheated on with their, you know what I mean? With was it a Mormon thing? Like, was it because of the church? Did they get married because they thought they had to, both people, and then they're like, oh, now I really found the person I want to be with, or like, they took each other's arms because they understood. Oh, we married these we both married into the psychotic family. Jesus Christ, like that's just, or like.
Ladies, the best thing what I want, and it's going to be happening soon because she's getting released early, is Jen.
No, she's not.
She's getting released, and if Jen Shaw comes back on,
she'll
be eyeballing all these women, especially Monica, and you will see the fireworks kick off.
Not coming back.
SLC will be the biggest one ever when she comes rolling back in.
It doesn't apply to her. It's not applying to her.
It's going to be fireworks.
Here's her. It's never going to happen. Lisa's still going to listen. Lisa's going to be there forever and ever now. And she's not coming back. That law does not apply to her or to Chris Lee's. So they're in for the long haul. They would never listen. If they were going to bring Jen Shah back, they would have let Coach film. And they said, nah, dude, bye. They wanted the film and they said no.
Aaron is saying now, I think Angie and Meredith have been horrible to each other, but I felt the husband was truly hurt and worried about how his daughter would think of him. That's true. I mean, I can get that, but also don't come on TV if the rumor has been out for 20 years that you're boinking men. You know what I mean? Or have the sense to have the talk with your 11-year-old that, hey, these rumors have been going around. Now we're going to be on this platform, and you know how the ladies are. They might say X, Y, Z, and prepare that person instead of sit on TV and cry about it.
Especially if she's been around Jen Shah. She's seen the show with the daughter. I mean,
I don't know. I don't get parents because when they were young, they knew everything in the playground. When you were kids, we knew everything. So what makes it different now than what it is back then? She'll already heard the rumors. It'll be nothing new.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I remember seeing things when I was a kid. And then, not that we'd had social media, but as I got older and I know what all that stuff meant. I know what my parents were doing in the bathroom, like taking turns. They were doing coke in the bathroom. But when I was younger, I was like, that's weird. You know what I mean? But as I got older, I was like, oh, that's what that was. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have social media, but you knew. You're not stupid. The daughter's probably like, oh, well, I knew that. The daughter probably is going to be less affected.
Kids listen to the parents.
Yeah.
Then they're going
to every night. She knows nothing's going on. It's probably not going to.
And if they've raised their daughter with love and compassion and an open heart, then if the dad does happen to get a rumor that he's something else, then that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was more concerned that the daughter would think he was cheating on her than that he was gay. So he is still not denying that could be a possibility.
The thing is as well, the poodle's pink, for God's sake. What man would have a poodle what's pink?
Look who the poodle, what side the poodle's on. His side. That is so, I'm sorry, I have 4 cats. Yes, they probably would sleep in my bed, but my dog never did. And that dog would never be in my bed. It's so gross. It's just gross. Yeah. It's just gross.
Amen. I'm pleased that he is a scene, how I say Lisa Barlow, where I call her Lisa Barlow because she is boring. because I'm always having to be fighting with other content creators. Like,
Are you blocked?
and it's just like
You blocked by
what? No, it's like in certain groups on IG and stuff like that, they just don't like it because I ripped the crap out of it. I mean, I put this up and said happy birthday to someone who was a Lisa Barlow fan. As soon as I see this picture, I was pissing myself laughing. Thought I was like, this is genius.
But you know what? The caliber of person that Lisa is,
yeah.
it's all stated when this picture got taken. She brags about being a Karen, getting blacklisted for the rest of her life for being so rude to. She was bragging about that. She thought it was so funny. That's the kind of her. That's who Lisa is.
She said that Meredith looked like something out of Avatar. She looked like the corpse that they dug up out of Avatar of the first series.
I'm like, you don't wear your goggles when you tan, girl, because that's what it looks like. She does not wear her goggles because it's like all around the eyes.
Oh,
did you see that story when she got kicked out of one of the salons because she wanted to put her own tan
that's
on?
what I just said. Yeah, like she brags about that.
I know.
Have you seen how she put the tan on no larger curves than Krista? You think she put a hand up a cow's ass? She does not moisturize. She doesn't exfoliate. She just slaps it on like there's no tomorrow. I'd be ashamed if she came.
It's NARS. Oh, I have Chanel on, but you're supposed to wash it off before you reapply.
I would be absolutely ashamed if I had a salon and she was promoting where she goes to get her stuff done.
We make fun of her, and why does she still do it? Like, I would not. I have a tanning bed right there in my dining room, and I got made fun of one time actually for my spray tanning stuff, and I never did it again. And I just tan. I just tan, and
she doesn't exfoliate. Look at the state of her skin.
No, that's just messy. I don't know. She just always has like Gina's leg.
Yeah.
I'm like, your leg.
And didn't Lisa say that she has her own tanning bed now?
I hope she does. I mean, at this point, she better.
But every picture she has, you could still see all the tanning lotion on her fingers. And so I'm like, if you have a tanning bed, then why so much lotion, dear?
I think she's like putting the extra stuff on after that.
I call her Theodora from Oz because she is the Wicked Witch of the West.
So wait a minute. What are we going to do about Mary?
Cover all the green.
What are we doing about Mary?
Oh, Mary. She's hilarious. I love Mary. What did she do this time?
I love Mary. I always have loved Mary.
Her.
Did you see her on Watch What Happens Live?
Yes, I love it.
Did you?
Yes.
That was.
Now I'm annoyed. Now I'm like, now you're.
It was cringe annoyed. It was cringe. It was cringe iconic. That's what the new term is. Cringe iconic.
She put Annie in his place saying, "Oh, why did you come back to the house? Why? Just because you needed us."
Yes.
It's the truth.
That's the truth.
It was the truth.
And she knows it.
This is why I love Mary for, because she just says what people think but won't say it.
But she doesn't know everything, because Gucci does make that vest in a size 14. They make it in an extra large, and that would be a 14. But I'm not sure how their sizes translate.
I loved Heather's comeback on IG. Thank you, Gucci.
I was like, oh my God. But see, I really think she was kind of just shading the fact that she, like, not that she was fat, that she's probably wearing a fake thing, right?
But have you not noticed?
I don't know, but I feel like she's actually now at this point, she's really annoyed. Like, she tried to get in, that she tried at the party, but like, if she was smart, if she really cared, we would know that she doesn't. She'd be friends with. I would be friend Angie and Monica, who really do want to be her friend, and like team up and be like a I don't know.
Have you not noticed though with Heather? Each season she's dropping weight.
I like.
Yeah, she's looking good.
She's getting into her groove and becoming her own. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're a big woman, you're a big woman. It is what it is. But she is. You can tell she's looking after herself and being more aware.
Yeah.
Coming into her own.
Like, she's gaining. She's an asshole. Like, she's just, the way she treated her friendship with Whitney was disgusting. She still doesn't understand that. I don't like Heather, and I think she's got to go.
I don't like Whitney.
I only like Mary here.
I don't like Whitney either.
Yeah, see, I don't like Whitney, but I know that more.
So you like Whitney? Is Whitney one of your faves, Krista?
No, I don't.
I've always like Mary.
Now she's just annoying. I feel like now I'm just like, oh my God, you're just shut up, stop talking. Because it's like she ruins the moment. I kind of already knew that it was a setup anyway. It looked kind of set up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Heather either. But it's like
Right.
now they're all just recreating all these scenes that I'm just like, all right, well, I don't like either of you, but I mean, if I had to pick one,
I mean, the richest
Whitney over Heather.
with Corey, I don't know. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. When she says it's all about wealthy women, where the wealthiest woman actually on that show is on Salt Lake is Mary.
Yeah.
It is Mary.
She's a friend because
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. I don't think Lisa Barlow has that much
AT2
money.
is here.
Oh.
And from season 1, I've always seen Lisa and Meredith as the Shining twins when they grew up, like drilling the corridors. And then when they broke off, I thought, yes, we're going to see something of Meredith. But I will say for Angie, even though I do not like Angie K, she makes Meredith have to do work for her money because she's making Meredith come like a bit like content, if you know what I mean. And she's straight up to Meredith like a bulldog, like wanting to get the
That's what I don't like about her, though, is I'm like, that's so thirsty. Why are you chasing this lady around? She doesn't like you. She just seems so desperate.
Larger the thing is, though, but when it comes to the confessionals and the way Meredith reacts with it, it's fucking... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry I swore.
That's all right.
It's just so comedy genius, the way she looks her up and down. It's like... She's like, you're not even on my level. What the hell?
Yeah.
I was laughing when he called her something eyes and something else. I forget what the word was, what she said when she went for it. And even Meredith started laughing her back off.
I'm like, it's
well, if I try to look at it with humor, then maybe I can like her, but she just seems really thirsty and desperate to literally chase this woman around 5 episodes.
I know, and it's like kind of like really like nobody's the rumor, and she now like she's when she was on Watch What Happens Live, she's like, I'm not mad at she's not mad at Meredith anymore. Apparently, she's mad at Monica, bringing it up on camera. But I'm like, but Whitney, I feel like they're all playing because they all did it. Like they all just got together and said, what are we going to do this season? We lost Jen Shaw. We have to make it interesting. I mean, not like the fact that you have Monica, I keep repeating myself. I want to know what the hell's going on in her life. I'm even interested in maybe even in Whitney and Justin's life. Like, I don't understand I don't know what's going on in their lives. Because we're gonna really chase this rumor thing down.
Well, have you not seen it, Chris, of the way they're doing it? They're only going after certain people, making them show so they're not having the light focused on them. That's what they do in these shows.
This is a stupid thing to focus on with Angie and her.
But that's what they're doing. They're like passing it around so they don't have to get the spotlight on them. So they don't have to be like worrying about what's going to happen next season, you know? That Lisa Barlow is the perfect one for it. She acts plastic and fake and everything's about herself and nothing's realistic. And that's what she does to cover herself, because if we actually went into Lisa's real life, we'd probably see a lot more of what she wouldn't have control of, and then we'd see the real Lisa. That's why I don't like Lisa Barlow, because it's a fake persona. Whitney is a fake persona too. It's crafted that way. It's not real. And the time when Mary goes, little girl, I thought, yes, finally.
I also think too, like when I'm with Mary, like I said, she knows that they needed her back, but I feel like she ruined it because I think a lot of us with me, I keep hearing a lot of people are just kind of over it and tired of her being like, really over the top. I mean, it's not fake, because when Watch What Happens Live, she was just as dry and kind of like, I don't know, like she doesn't get it.
That's what I love about it. It's like British.
It's just getting old. I'm just like, Mary, come on.
She doesn't want to partake in the silly games, but she'll judge them and comment on them in the commentary section.
She could have gave. I mean, even with the fillet of fish thing too. Like, why didn't you just take the damn fillet of fish and say thank you? You know what I mean? Just take the damn thing and say thank you.
Very Cosby.
I know. And Andy was like, all right, well, like Andy kept trying to give it like, come on, and kind of like, and she was in this first seat. She had the first seat. I'm like, Mary, come on.
She looked scared of being on it.
I feel like she probably is like she said. She's a loner. She doesn't like the attention on her. Her hair is looking a lot better though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did get her weave technician to step it up.
Really good. I think she looks really, really good.
She just needs to work on the home more
I don't
because
understand her fashion, but
I love Mary's quirkiness. I love her dryness. She has nothing for these people, and she's not fake. She's not fake enough to pretend to give a F about interacting with these fake twats that came for her and still haven't apologized.
I know.
And I feel like they're getting exactly the Mary they deserve. She came and she's saving the show and paying them zero as far as energy. Hey, access is power, and she's playing her position very well.
Larger. The thing is, Mary acts like what British people do, comedy-wise. Very dry, very pulled back, very controlled and organised how she behaves. And that's what our humour's like. So I'm laughing me back off when Mary opens her mouth because that's what I'm used to, that dryness.
Yeah.
And just pure honesty, dryness, and a bit of wit thrown in. She's just saying what's on her mind. The other thing is, Larger, you make me laugh when you say the word twat. When you say
Right?
twat. We say twat, you say twat.
Yeah.
Hey, Sebastian.
That's that.
Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Sebastian.
Hi, Sebastian.
What do you think?
As I said, Mary, she is saving the show. Like, just her little quirks and everything. I die when she does anything on that show. Like, when she was like, "Stop calling me! Don't call me like that" to Angie K. It was just like,
Like, there's like, I think there's nobody else there too. It was probably really loud. And Mary's like, Jesus.
And you know, they needed her because Jen's not here to carry the show, so they need Mary.
Bingo.
But they bring the person. They bring two people that Jen. They're right up Jen's butt. Like, that's good enough right there too. I thought because Monica, like, when are we gonna get into her life?
I feel like we get bits and pieces. Like, I want to hear more about her dad leaving her mom for the gay lover and stuff.
Yes.
Like, I want to hear more about that stuff.
Why are we looking for him? Like, we haven't found him yet.
I quite like Monica's grandmother.
Wasn't Monica and her mom interacting this episode? And she's like, "Oh, my mom's been here for me never." Isn't that what she was saying?
Yeah.
Her mom.
Larger, did you see the run off the intro for next week when it was coming up to about when she was at Lisa Barlow's place and her and Lisa Barlow was shouting and the mother stepped in and told Monica to stop it and her and the mother started kicking off like, "Are you for real?"
Oh my gosh. You know, I was watching it after it aired, so I didn't get that part.
Yeah, I seen the clip and I thought, no. A mother should be always loyal to the child, regardless if they're wrong or right. You always loyal to family. It doesn't matter.
There's got to be something up there. Like, there's got to be something that, because
their relationship seems a bit strained. It seems like they're more like sisters, and the grandmother's like mother.
She should help.
Yeah.
She's got 4 daughters. I think her mom probably doesn't help her as much as she thinks she should. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe her mom just says, "Look, I didn't have the 4 daughters." I don't know. Her mom just doesn't seem like she's ever really been there. And she's like,
in the car.
Well, I feel like she was just one of those like single mothers who would just like, nothing wrong with single mothers, but I feel like she would just like brush over the fact that she had a daughter and, you know, like would focus on work and just come home and just sleep, make them sleep, and that's it. And I feel like that's where Monica's grandmother probably came in and where she probably doing all the work and stuff.
Yeah.
That's true. They do have. I do like how they have that family unit bond too, though. I do. I think that's cute.
Because the mother looks like more like a sister role to Monica than an actual like parent.
When looking at it, she could have had a really bad divorce, and then for a woman to be left for another man, that might have been traumatized, and so she might have been out of it for quite a while. So the mother steps in to look after the kids more, you know, to be that support.
Did she say too, like the mom wiped all like any like traces of the dad away, like basically like
pictures, everything.
Maybe there is a maybe she does know where I don't know. How do you just I don't know, he leaves and then they never hear from him again? Like I don't know.
You never
It's
know.
not adding, because I don't think he
Right.
would just leave and like nothing to his child. Like for some reason, there have been stories like that, but like for
Right.
this one,
Yeah.
I feel there's a gap. Like I feel like maybe he did want to be part of Monica's life with his gay lover, but like because the mother was such a strong Mormon.
Yeah. Yeah. She was like, "You're not coming over here with that stuff."
Like,
Mhm.
you never know, stranger things have happened on these shows. The second season, it could be at the reunion, she's getting in contact with the father because
I
he's
hope so. Like maybe the
You know what
mom did really block him from trying to come back into their lives, and like maybe Monica's really resentful about that, and that's a part of the problem too.
you can clearly see that's some of the resentment.
We have stuff to dig into. Like we have other shit to dig into. We do not.
Right.
Even Angie probably has. I want to like their salons. I didn't know they had so many salons. Like I want to see that. She could probably be like 11, where we find out she probably has businesses where like workers, so we can get into all kinds of drama with hairdressers. Like she could be a
Right.
new Vanderpump.
I do feel sorry for Monica in a way because, I mean, I know she didn't help herself sleeping around, but like it is what it is. You fall out with love and that's it. But for children being a single parent, it's hard enough with one, let alone another 3 on top. Like
$4 is a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it takes a village.
Yeah, and I feel like she she said, look, this is not what I look like all the time. This is not what I look like, and like Gina was relatable in the very beginning, Gina from OC. Now she can just literally go be a puckerfish somewhere else. But like Monica, I don't think Monica's poor either. I don't think she's poor. I feel
she's not broke, but she's frugal with these being a single mom and 4 kids.
Yeah, by her standards, yes, because like you said, she's got 4 daughters. Who knows if what the dad does? I don't know. Mr. Make It Make Sense. What's up?
Make It Make Sense is in the house. Oh my gosh, man!
My mother said that to me.
I have not monetized, not yet.
Oh, Krista, did you know Make It Make Sense? He's got 70,000 followers.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Really good that he's getting that. That's an achievement.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you look at it, you see the thing with me is when I'm looking at Monica, she is relatable, and you can see the cracks if you look in. And I think she's like an onion. She's got more to unravel each time, and I think she's got more content, which is what the show needs to carry it on. Because she's bringing it. She's shouting at Lisa. Lisa, by the way, on the law, Lisa Barlow, what I've heard in the street, hates Monica. She doesn't want her on the show, no nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
She's pretty and relatable.
Yeah. I loved when Monica took the kids to school in her pajama bottoms.
Yeah, I thought it was genius. I mean, when the kid was in the back of the car talking about boners and stuff like that, and so I was like, oh my God, I can't believe she just said that. But it's hilarious because a kid just randomly coming out with that, and the cameras are on, you're just like, where do I look and turn? And then the younger one saying something else about it.
I know.
It was hilarious.
And what's more hilarious is the fact that, like, it's not hilarious, it's interesting. The fact that Monica, like, she became a fan favorite so quick. Like, so quickly. The first episode, everyone starts to fall in love with Monica.
Because she's Jen Shaw's snitch, and I love it. How could you not love it? Not only did she not that she's like the big snitch, but she was the one leaking all of them recordings with her screaming at the other assistants. That was her. Like, that was her releasing all that stuff to the content creators. Like, thank you.
That's what I heard. That was her. Oh my gosh, that was really her.
Yes, that was her.
Yeah, she was Jen's informant.
Told me that she's like, oh my God, she was the one leaking all the stuff to me and to all these people, and everything was kind of like watching her scream at all these assistants and stuff, and like all the stories about the stealing at that store, like it was all her. And I'm like, why she needs to start talking. Tell us more.
And the thing I like the most is like just the way she introduced herself and explained everything at the beginning, where like she called her friend in the Secret Service, and the friend was like, "You have to get the F out immediately."
Yeah.
And she was like, and she stayed though.
No,
she stayed
left.
and turned over
Yeah,
secrets.
either. I wouldn't left either.
She left. She left.
But
and then
wasn't she working for the lady until she got arrested?
No, she left, and 2 months later, Jen gets arrested.
No,
Oh, okay.
Butch caused such a piece of poop. Why are you approaching a young single mother that you know needs money? She's working for your ass for free, just for a chance to maybe be seen on camera. I don't know. Maybe she thought that Jen was going to bring her somewhere. Jen apparently wasn't paying her. But like, look, if you approach me and like it sounds kind of shady, and you have somebody that's in the service or something, or what was the Secret Service guy, I would ask him too, and then he'd be like, and he's probably like, yeah, what do you know? I would listen. I will go against this one time in my life. I am here for the snitch at this point, and that's why I think she's a fan favorite, because she went up. She did the thing. Like, you don't approach a single mother that could possibly and tell her ask her to do something legal, knowing she needs the money. Like, she would have ended up like Stuart Chains and lost everything. That poor, like, you know what I mean? Monica, she could have been desperate. Who knows? But thank God she's smart and was like, nah, like, this is weird. And that's how, yeah. And like 2 months later, I think the investigation was already going on. This dude was like, nah, get away from her. She's in trouble, And she was probably like, oh, I know. I mean, she's asking me to do some illegal shit. And they probably said, look, what do you know? And then you become an informant. But they didn't even need her to become an informant anyway, because Jen pleaded guilty anyway at the last minute. But she was probably one of the 16 people that were going to talk against her anyway,
Yeah, and I do think
Bravo said, let's get the worst person we could to go up Jen, because Bravo hates Jen, I think. They really do. So I think, like, what is the worst thing we could do? Bring the girl on that literally told on her, basically. And the other person who hates her, too, who actually tried to make Coach thought that was going to pay for their birthday party. Like, that really blows my mind that Coach thought that Angie K and her husband actually were going to pay for his birthday. Yeah, I just think that's weird. Like, why would you believe your wife? Like, that's just weird to me. I don't think they like the Shaws. I think Barlow was like, you guys are just trouble, too much.
Jen was too much. She was too much. It was just too much. Like, even from her first season, she was just doing so much behavior that I was just like, what the hell?
Yes.
Like, throwing the glass at that.
First season, I was like, what is wrong with this girl? Shut up. Stop screaming. Like, you're making this is too much.
And remember how mad she was because of the hospital comment?
Yeah.
I was just like, what the hell?
And then you find out she robbed that aunt anyway. The aunt, like, she scammed her too.
When she's got no legs.
Yes, she scammed the woman with no legs.
She robbed.
And the reason she probably smelled like hospital was because she was down to the hospital trying to get more old people to sign up in her scam.
Yeah, but to take more of their
Exactly, logic.
She was probably trying to take more money. I'm just saying, like, it was.
Yeah.
Person, she's not cutting out. All right, guys, I gotta pee. We've been on for like an hour and 20 now. Yeah, I gotta pee really
right
bad.
on.
But I love all of you.
I love you too. Thanks for having me up.
I know.
I'm Candor Sebastian. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, make it a great day, you guys.
It was
Smash
fun.
Krista's buttons.
Smash my buttons. I'm not monetized, but I hear you, Mr. Make It Make Sense. And Sebastian, thank you for coming up. Everybody, please. I know Erin put everybody's stuff in the chat, but I'll link everything in the discussion. What am I trying to say? Description. I'll link everybody's things in the description also. This is also going on the Who Side Are You On podcast side, so it'll be on Spotify and all that. And Apple. So guys, please do all the things, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
On Monday. I love you guys. So all that crap. I gotta pee really bad. Sorry. I love you guys.
Okay, peace out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys get. Bye, everybody. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. I don't know how to get out of here. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And thank you.